Here's 5 common mistakes people make when trying to drop body fat. I'm Freya, co-founder of Potentia Coaching, which is an online weight loss coaching service helping people lose body fat without restrictions. So if that sounds like something you want to achieve, hit the link in the description box. Fat loss mistake number 1, you weigh yourself once a week. Scale weight is going to do this every single day. It's going to bounce up, it's going to come down, it's going to go up again, up even more, and then back down again. And if you only weigh yourself once a week, you are running the risk of only weighing yourself on the day that it peaks, and so you will miss those low weigh-ins. You're going to think it's not working, and that's going to become really demotivating. So if you weigh yourself every day, you can either take the average or you can take the lowest weigh-in. I always say to my clients, you can never get a false low. There's always things that can happen to impact a high weigh-in, but you can never fluke a low. So jump on the scales first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, little to no clothing on, and make sure you log it so that you can see the fluctuations. Fat loss mistake number 2 is you focus too much on the gym and not enough on your steps. The gym has so many benefits, and of course an increased muscle mass is going to help you stay leaner in the long run. But the thing that is going to impact your calorie deficit the most day to day, aside from your nutrition, is just your general activity level. So my best advice for you would be, set yourself 3 resistance trainings a week, and any extra time that you have to go to the gym, go and do some extra steps. A step count of between 8,000 to 12,000 steps a day is a really good amount. The more the better. But trust me, when you make that mental switch of priorities in your head, your fat loss results will come in thick and fast. Fat loss mistake number 3 is you don't track your Starbucks or your sugary coffee or your sugary drinks. When you have, let's say, a caramel iced coffee, that drink doesn't necessarily feel like calories, but trust me, it is, and it's going to add 200-300 calories on top of your daily figure. This could be enough to take you out of a significant calorie deficit and therefore really stall your results. So unless the coffee is just made with water or your drink is diet, it needs to be tracked and accounted for in your calories. Fat loss mistake number 4 is you eat your kids' leftovers mindlessly. And PS, this is where it's really helpful to try and get your kids to eat the same food as you. I know that can be difficult though. But let's say your kid is having chicken nuggets and chips. They might eat before you. Let's say they eat at 5 p.m. and you don't eat till 8 p.m. That's a window where you're going to be really hungry. So those leftover chicken nuggets on their plate are going to seem really appealing. So my best advice? Try and eat all at the same time. We made that switch in our household and it's so much easier. Try to eat as similar foods as possible to them so that their food doesn't seem more appealing than yours. But if you can't do either of those, just start to think mindfully about not taking their leftovers off their plate. Just put it straight in the bin. And fat loss mistake number 5 is you don't measure your butter or oil. You might have toast in the morning and just lather on butter without thinking about it, or you might oil up a pan with a glug of oil without even thinking about it. That right there is an extra 100 to 200 calories. You shouldn't strip fats out of your diet entirely. Absolutely not. But being mindful of their amount is imperative for fat loss. So make sure you use a measured teaspoon or just put the butter dish on the scales, take off 5 to 8 grams, and there you go. Let me know if you've made any of these 5 common mistakes. We've helped over 500 people lose weight without restriction. So if you want help on your fat loss journey, hit the link in my bio. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.